quite controversial because your immediate reaction is to laugh, as what happens. Excuse me. But the idea was to put fear. I don't, and you didn't feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like the stamping of your feet.
Yeah.
It's like when it was like this close to me, it's like, ugh.
I kind of thought of like drug side effects, like all of you kind of like one different kind of effect.
What do you think?
That's something.
In terms of uncomfortableness, if personified and made bigger, do you think that could lead to fear? That's kind of
I think if it was,
going.
especially, I think it's different because we know you as well.
Yeah.
So to see you in that way, it was really funny because it was funny. But if we were totally, if you weren't our friends or whatever, we'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think it's important to realise that a reaction of discomfort is laughter. Like when you're really uncomfortable, your natural reaction is to be like, ah. So I think that it's interesting to explore like kind of clowning and discomfort as one in the same thing.
Very good.
Like the idea was to be a very sort of grotesque clown, very
In your face.
forceful, you know, and when developing, you know, it could be certain ways to, you know, lowering the voice, changing the movements, things like that.
I'll go off what Anna said actually. If there were strangers doing this, and maybe if you came up to the audience a little bit more, I think initially we would laugh, but the more you did it, the more in our face you would get. Probably the more scared, personally, I would get if you were more in my face sort of thing.
Okay.
I as well, like even though like Lucy and you, pretty much Carl as well, all got in my face, Barney was literally sitting in front of me and he just kept staring at me and it was freaking me out more than anything. Like literally,
Barney freaked me out.
even when you just keep your eye contact with someone, that freaks you out as well, and that makes you a bit more.
for corpsing as well.
No, good.
Let's
get one last comment.
question.
I've got two thingies, if that's okay. The first one is, you're doing audience participation, right?
Yeah.
I'm completely confused on how that links to audience participation because I don't feel like I participated at all. My second one is, have you looked at, is it Art Home? Because that kind of reminded me of like making the audience uncomfortable and coming up to them.
In terms of the first point that you made, this workshop was about introducing the emotion of Frog's chorus, you know, and the second workshop would be bringing members of the audience up on stage with us, and we would be resembling the crossing of the lake. So putting obstacles in front of you and, you know, scaring you, fearing you. But you can also provoke other emotions, it's not all that fear, you know.
Yeah.